This improv story is based on the idea a man buys a pair of dumbbells like the story commences. Hold on a wee second, let me just plug in my phone here just in case. Craig went to like one of these shops, walked past, it's got the fucking protein shakes and all that fucking shite outside for all the sad cases that want to change their bodies to make them feel that they matter when they don't. And he went in and he said, do you sell like weights in here and all that? I'm just thinking of getting into shape. I just don't feel, I don't feel like I'm, masculine enough or big enough or that I matter. That I'm making a mark. I don't feel present. I just feel like normal. Anyway, we can sell you these dumbbells, which are like 10 kilogram, right? Weights, not right. So what's that, right? Or I could sell you these ones, which are 10 kilogram. These ones are better. Craig went, but if it's the same, not to quote that sketch by the funny guy, but if it's the same weight, and the guy said, no, well, these are easy to put on and take off. They've also got thingy, so that's going to last you. Right. Last me what? It's just, it looks like solid fucking metal. What's going to break? It's not like it's made of glass. One's made of plastic, one's made of fucking metal. That's not how he said it though, because that's the thing with him. He wasn't feeling very assertive, so he didn't speak his mind. And he thought maybe if I build myself up, I'll feel more, I don't know, authoritative. He said to the guy, well, so what's the actual difference between the two? Well, I just told you there. The guy spoke like that. Craig was like that, right? All right. Well, I'll take. I'm actually going to go with the cheaper one. I can afford the more expensive one, but I'm actually going to go with the cheaper one. And the guy said, "Oh, see yourself. We're on different budgets. That's fine." Craig went, "Oh, it's not that I can afford it, but it's just that I just don't see the benefit. It's not. You've not really sold it or to me really." The guy went, "Oh, all right. well, I've got to try harder then." Craig went, no, don't worry about that. It's just just don't see the benefit. The guy said, "No, you don't have to feel sorry for me. Don't worry, mate. I'm a big boy. I can handle it." And Craig went, "Right, just nah, no, it's no for me." The guy went, "No, I know. I heard you." And Craig said, "No, I know. So sorry if I'm going on a bit. Oh, don't worry about it. Well, I'm not sorry, right? But there was a guy thing going on, wanting to sort of do a few shots across the bow, a few warning shots, but no all-out attack because that could lead. It's basically with two people with guns. It's like it almost keeps the peace, knowing that see if we start fighting, there's going to be massive injuries on both sides. But just want to kind of go like, don't question my masculinity here, for wanting a better word. Like, oh, did I hurt your feelings? No, he didn't. Just what was that? Just wee things like, you don't go about thinking about it until somebody fucking has a go at you. And then you're like, what was that, mate? I mean, you're happy to go about your business. Craig was happy to go about his business. He wasn't going about wanting to be all masculine, I'm masculine. It's just that this other cunt has got it into his head that he's more masculine than Craig. At least that's what Craig was thinking. Was that what the guy was thinking? It's just really a complicated world to navigate. The masculine world. Craig went, So we again. So I've decided to. The guy said, "Oh, I get that old memory goes a wee bit. You get older." Craig went, "Well, I'm only 38. I'm getting on a wee bit, but no, not that old." And the guy went, "Only 38? Aye, aye. I'm 46 myself." All right. Craig tried to work out. Is it better to be older? Is it more masculine to be older? It's a 46-year-old man got one air, a 38-year-old man. Craig couldn't work it out. It was just moving so fast. Did Craig want to be 46? The guy said, sure I can't persuade you to get the other one. I really do think it's better. And Craig thought, oh, I mean, the guy's sort of humbling himself. You know, this must be quite embarrassing for him. So he's like if a staffy runs up to you, it might then start crawling on the ground, kind of like, wagging its tail to show. No, I mean you no harm. I mean, I mean no harm, like that. The guy was being like that. So Craig had watched a few kind of videos about wolves and stuff like that. That's kind of one of the things that led them into this stupid man shop. And you're best to show the underling that you recognise the underlinging. So Craig went, aye, all right, what is it again? What is it? And the guy said, well, see the plastic there that you've got that keeps the weights on the bar? Yeah. Well, the better one here has got metal ones. I think they're better. Metal's better than plastic. Plastic can break. Plastic can expand. Well, the heat can affect it. You could twist it too much and it snaps. The metal ones, it's solid. You know what I mean? And Craig went like that. How's it Jeffrey Dahmer died again? The guy went, did he not get his heat caved in with dumbbells or something? Aye, it was that. I remember it at the time. The guy went, you remember it at the time? But you're 38. That happened in 19... No. No. 94. 31 years ago. But that would have made you 7. Aye. Remember it on the telly. And I saw it in that Dahmer thing. The guy said, aye, what's your point? Craig went, oh, nothing. Just that, if it came to it here. The guy said, if you're going to make your move, mate, make it. Craig said, mate, if I wanted to make a move and cave your fucking head in with the barbells, you'd know about it. And the guy said, if I wanted to make a move on you, mate, let's be clear here, I'm talking about violence. No, I'm not trying to pump you, nothing wrong with it. I'm just, no, right? You wouldn't know about it. 1 second you'd be here, living, breathing, thinking your daft wee thoughts. What's your name, mate? Craig. Thinking your daft wee Craig thoughts. The next moment, it would be lights off. Philly Bosch says in the chat, I usually skip this part. Why is that, Philly Bosch? Hold on, everybody. I'm going to tweak the story live on air. Because you can do this. You can do this. Pornography joke. Oh, I see. I get it. Right. Right, so they started pumping. There you go, Philly Bosch, right? Oh well. Right, spunk flying everywhere. They cleaned up and they went, right, where would we? Now that that's our system. Alright? Philly Bosch, so you can relax. Where would we? Violence. You wouldn't know about it, mate, because it'd be like, you said that, but right. It'd be lights off. You said that as well. And Craig said, listen, mate, we're both grown men. We know we're capable of great violence. Let's not choose violence. Let's be bigger men. I mean, look at gorillas. They're like fucking biggest fucking things you can get. And they're actually peace-loving. Let's be like that. And the guy went, aye. And Craig said, I'm going to stick with the original, what you do, the plastic ones though. The guy went, fair enough. Craig bought the weights and he said, but just to prove to you that I can afford the other ones, it's not about the money. Give me enough of these protein, powder fucking tub things that size that's like makes up the difference. How much more expensive are the metal ones than the 52 quid? Right, give me £52 worth of that. Well, one of them costs 60 quid, so you can't eat. All right. Well, give me one of them in. Give me two. Make it three. And walked out with 3 tubs of the protein powder and the plastic weights. He went out with them, and they were quite heavy. And the guy was like, you alright there? You alright there, sweetheart? Craig went, ha 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 ha. I'm fine, darling. Walked out like that. And the guy shouted, are you sure you're alright there, hen? And Craig went like that, I'm fine. Sugar. The guy shouted, like Craig dropped one of the container of the white protein things, and the guy went, oh, you dropped one there. Doll. Craig went, you know what? Alright, enough's enough. Craig put everything down and walked into the shop. Already, the guy inside had picked up one of the barbells, the bell, because he had dumbbells, because he knew this was fucking coming. Here we go. And Craig went, just do it, cave my fucking head in, because I can't take it anymore. Just do it. Craig got down on his knees and went, I just put it right through my fucking skull, because I can't take this shit anymore. I can't take this shit anymore. Am I this enough? Am I that enough? Am I doing the right thing? I can't fucking stand it anymore. Fucking every article I read is fucking contradicts the one for the month before. You've got to be more like this or fucking less like that. Put me out my fucking misery, mate. And the guy went like that. to ram it right into Craig's fucking heat like that. Just in the last minute, Craig turned around, fucking stuck his arse up, and went right up his arse. And Craig went like that, the joke's on you. The guy then pulled the metal thing right out of Craig's arse, quoted with shite and guts. That was Craig did. And the guy went, I will use this Excalibur in your name. It was actually, did I say dumbbells? It's actually a barbell. It's like big fucking, big thing like that. I will raise this Excalibur aloft in your name. And he went about, this is a story about masculinity and things like that. He went about like it was a big sword, shite and guts, and started battering fuck out every guy that looked like he was a bit kind of built up and all that. Cunts, got the hair all kind of shaved and sort of like neatly, sort of like around there and a bit like that. Sort of like walk like fucking Ram Man for He-Man. You're like that, they walk like a fucking staffy. And caved their skulls in until he got overpowered and arrested. Aye, two Staffy references. And the guy's in jail. The guy's in jail right now. And even though he did a really good deed, do you know what he's doing in jail? He's getting 3 square meals a day, a roof over his head, a bit of exercise, access to a library, and that's it. No fucking PlayStation. No Grand Theft Auto 20. Fucking typical. What happened to shite Excalibur? Well, first of all, just say the end. And then I'll say, that's actually a true story. I know how I know. Do you remember I mentioned, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned a kind of barbell sort of sword thing earlier that I named Excalibur? I know that it's true because this is it right here. I got it reduced in size because remember metal expands with heat, so this is really cold. And I got it also made it a kind of liquid. The shite in the guts, this is the essence of the shite in the guts of the insides of Craig, and also the brain matter of the victims. That was a shiter. It's alright, it kind of lost its way.